I don't like this angle. Good evening. I don't like this angle. Trying to think, how can I switch this up really quick? Maybe I can't. I'll just wait for some people to join and put some lipstick on because I like lipstick. But we're going to talk about those few issues. Hey, Leo Williams. How are you this evening? Hey, EJ. Oh, I was supposed to tag some folks. Let me see if I can do that. We still gotta make our appointment, remember? We gotta make our appointment. I mean, we need to get together, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Wakanda for life, yes. Actually, I think it's Wakanda forever, but okay, yeah, we could go with that. Let me scoot this just a little bit. There you go. Yes, we're gonna make our. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna call you after this so we can chit chat. Y'all like my fro? It's popping today. Maybe a little bit. Only thing about it is like my hair is drying out like a whole bunch. Like I can tell, like it just feels dry, even though I moisturize it and all that good stuff. That's why I probably wouldn't. I wear my hair like this maybe once or twice a year, maybe if that. I don't know. Yes, it is definitely Wakanda forever. Who was I supposed to tag? Crap, I forgot. Hopefully they'll get the notifications. Hi, James Smith. How are you? So we gonna talk, y'all, tonight. Now, hopefully, yes, the weather is unforgiving. So hopefully you all clicked on the link or saw the show that I was a part of on Thursday. It's called Conversations with Cupid. And it's hosted by Shay Middle Class Matchmaker Primus. She is an actual matchmaker. That's her business. And we're actually talking about going Dutch and, people that prefer to go Dutch, people who don't prefer to go Dutch, stuff like that. But it kind of took a little left-hand turn when one of the guests on the show, he kind of revealed some personal information, about, his situation, having been married and divorced 3 times, and what else? And he's got 6 daughters. I think he has sons too, but I think the people were only asking about the daughters. But he has 6 daughters or whatever. And something that I wanted to talk to you all about and get your feedback on is, hey, Franklin, is basically what work are you doing on yourself to make sure you're presenting your best self to your future spouse? Slow blink on that one. Because the truth of the matter is we all have things that we bring with us from our past. We have our relationship with our parents or our lack of a relationship with our parents, relationship with grandparents, past boyfriend-girlfriend relationships, things that we experience. All these things that we experience and how we handle them mold us into the person that we are today. So my question for whoever is watching that, and let me know if you want to come on, I will totally add you on because I like to hear from other people. I'm not a licensed psychologist or anything like that. I'm just another person that's open and willing to share my experiences. So my question for you all is, what are you doing to make sure you're able to present your best self to your future husband or wife? So, earlier when I first started this, which I guess it wasn't that long ago, like a month or so ago, I let you all know that I follow this woman by the name of April Mason. She's very controversial, which I don't even know why she's that controversial to some people, because to me, everything that she's saying, I like 99% agree with, just because these are thoughts and feelings and emotions that I've had, because especially like when people bring up the whole strong Black woman thing, like it's so masculine the way they bring it up. And I'm like, I don't want to be that girl. Is she really? I don't think she's controversial to me, but you know how some people are. They go in. But hi, Erica Gabage Mills, beautiful married woman there. She's very feminine too. Like the few interactions that I've had with her, she possesses traits that I would want to have, or am developing as I, develop into this awesome woman that I am. But yeah, so I started following her, and I didn't think she was. Yeah, I don't think she is either, but that's because we agree with her. But the people that don't agree with her probably think that she's controversial. But like I was saying, so I kind of reached out to her and decided to join a group that she's in. Hey, Erica. to, you know, just do my own self work. Because like I said, like I saw her video that went viral like a couple years ago. And hey again, Franklin. I saw a video of hers that went viral, and the things that she was saying, I was just like, yes, 100%. Like, I was like, I agree with these things. Like, this is how I feel. This woman gets me. That's what I was thinking as she, you know, went through everything that she was going through on the video or whatever. So I joined one of her groups to do my own work, because when I do meet my husband, I want to be able to present my best self to him. That doesn't mean I'm going to be perfect by the time I meet him or anything like that. But I will have done the work to one, attract the type of man that I want, and then two, to make sure that we're able to join together from these two separate single lives to this one partnership, this team, whatever our last name is going to be. You know what I mean? So that's something I've done. Also, I'm pretty open about stuff. I've gone to counseling before. I've gone to family therapy before, dealing with, you know, my parents' divorce. And I'm not saying anything that people don't already know or whatever, so I'm not about to put no big old family secrets out there or anything like that. But dealing with my parents' divorce, you know, I had to deal with that. And it's crazy because people think that, you know, just because you're an adult, oh, you know, it's going to be easy, you know. But it's not. Like, this was my life for X amount of years. My parents were married 35 years when they ended up getting a divorce. Probably 33 of them you were, you know, they were still together and trying to work things out and all that good stuff. Maybe the last two, probably not so much. But I went to therapy and I dealt with that stuff. And like, when I first found out, I can immediately say that part of me wanted to be like, F that, I'm about to go buck wild. Like, it was going to be an excuse for me to just go crazy. But I mean, it just really wasn't in me to do that. And so needless to say, that didn't happen. And I still maintain my hope that I will be able to have a happy, positive, successful marriage with my future husband. Hey, Colin Curtis, if you're still here. Yeah, so that's just something I want to share with you all. So my question for anyone, and whoever wants to join, just send me a request and I will add you to it, is, you know, what have you done to deal with any issues that you may have from past relationships, whether it's family relationships or partnership, boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, marriage relationship, I don't know, whatever the other relationships you have with other people, so that you're able to present yourself, your best self to them. So has anyone like gone to counseling? Have you done therapy? Do you just journal? Like, what is it that you do to like deal with the issues of past relationships or things that you dealt with, like from just maybe your childhood or whatever? So does anybody want to come on and share? Because I really would like to have some back and forth conversation, because I don't want to just be chatting with you guys, telling all my business. Let's see. No, I don't want to tag that person. I don't even know who's still in here with me. Let's see. Anyone? Does anyone want to come on? Just say yes or add me or something like that, and I will totally bring you on. You still here? Do you want to come on, EJ, and talk about anything that you've done to, you know, prepare yourself for your future spouse and your future, you know, life that you're going to have? Do you feel like coming on? I know sometimes people want to act shy. Like, it's just us. You see, I only got 2 viewers, so. Do you want to come on, EJ? Surely, why not? I'm still sitting in my car. Okay, all right, I will bring you on. Let me see. How do I bring you on? Where is it? There you are. Oh, thank you. I'm going to add you. So I probably won't be wearing it like this much longer.
Hello.
Hey, EJ.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I've been better. So full disclosure, yesterday I probably should not have been out yesterday. I was not feeling good at all. But I just refused to miss the movie. So I'm just trying to recover today.
Okay, make sure you put your humidifier on tonight.
Put a
it's a mess. Little Vicks on your chest.
But yeah, to answer your question, I'm kind of like you. I've been reading a ton of self-help books. Full disclosure, I am divorced. I had my son at 20. And so I married my son's father when he was about 4 months old. But the relationship was a disaster pretty much from the beginning. It was kind of like under pressure kind of marriage where my family pressured me into it because that's what they believe in, married before you have children, that kind of thing. But you know how that goes. And so
right.
within a year's time, we had split and eventually divorced from on paper in 2008. But after that, within 2 years, he passed away suddenly from a heart attack, of all things. And so as a result of that, I really had to, that his death was very traumatic for me. So I definitely had to do some therapy and things of like that just to get through that experience. Because again, I married him because I wanted my son to have a family. And because that's what I grew up under. I had both my parents in my life. My parents did divorce when I was 12 years old, but both of my parents were still active in my life. So that was important for my son to have that. And so when his father passed away like that, it was very traumatic for me, more so for me than it was for my son, I think, because, again, I was like blown away that my son was not going to have his father in his life. And so I think it hit me more than it hit him. So, again, so since I've been here in Atlanta, for a long time, I just didn't have time to date, I guess. I was too busy, focusing on my son and kind of building up my career or whatever. And I just thought it would be one of those things that would just happen on its own. But I live in a community where the majority of the men here are married. So it made it 10 times harder to meet people. I had to be more intentional about getting out and meeting people. And so my dad actually introduced me to April Mason. And so I just started watching some of her videos. And like you, I agree with a lot of the things that she was sharing about, some of my own views on relationships, on, just being a healthy individual on your own before you even get into a relationship, or especially not wasting time with men that I know that we don't have anything in common. So like if I meet you in the beginning and I get a vibe that we're not on the same page, I'm just going to cut it off there. I'm not going to even entertain it any further because there's no point. I don't want to do any kind of like time wasting. But I've read a ton of books. I don't know if you've heard of Paul C. Brunson. Okay, so he's another guy. He's done some, he's like a matchmaker as well, and he's had a show on Oprah. So he wrote a book called Dating is Complicated, but It Doesn't Have to Be. So I read that book. I follow a podcast called The Right to Real Love, which is the Christian perspective on dating. So they talk about different things. And again, they focus on making sure that you're aware of your own purpose and your own identity outside of a relationship, because you have to be comfortable with who you are and content in who you are before you can ever be happy in a marriage or relationship anyway. And so that's where I'm at. I'm trying to be making sure that I'm whole and happy and content in who I am, so that I'm not looking for a husband to fulfill that in me. So that when you want two whole individuals coming into a marriage or into a relationship. You don't want two people looking for someone to complete them. So, and you definitely have to do the work. You definitely have to do the work. So, yeah, I definitely need to consider doing more therapy, though. I wouldn't mind going actually like with a counselor. Have you ever sat with a counselor before?
I sat with a counselor, but it was more so in a family therapy setting. And I can't believe I'm actually about to say this on here, but I'm actually about to see someone at the VA just because of some anxiety things that I've been experiencing recently. Nothing, I don't want to say uncontrollable, but I just kind of feel the need to get in touch with some people that have kind of been where I am on the military side of things. So I'm actually about to start that soon.
Okay. Well, that's good, because I mean they offer
what you're saying about
for lawyers as well. We have a really high stress job, so the bar offers us those kinds of programs, and it's hilarious because when I first became a lawyer and we had to take these continued legal education classes, they would always there would be like this public service announcement about offering counseling for alcoholics and drug addicts, and thinking I'm like, what? Why would a lawyer be doing that? And then as I got into the practice, I understood a little bit more as to why that stuff is available for us, because it is so stressful. So yeah. So definitely something everybody needs to take advantage of, even if you don't go all the time, at least once.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, they don't realize how much the things they've experienced in their childhood impacts their future relationships. In the title, I put mommy and daddy issues because that's what a lot of people have. Like the young man on the show that you saw, he had some deep-rooted, well, actually both of the young men, they had some deep-rooted issues. Their fathers weren't there. And it's so easy to say, oh, this person has daddy issues or mommy issues or whatever, but it's so much deeper than that. And with the people that were making comments and, I don't want to say ostracizing them, but talking down on them, they weren't doing it in love. And we as a community, we need to encourage our brothers and sisters to seek counseling in a loving way, not to be like, oh, you effed up, you need a counselor. Like, that's not going to get him to go. But maybe saying, sweetheart, maybe we can go to counseling together, or maybe you should talk to someone and just kind of get, to the root of the problem. Right. But,
and yeah, because we kind of discourage counseling across the board, from, just dealing with family issues to mental health issues to thinking that, the only kind of counseling you do is in church. Whereas God has given us other resources to handle our problems in life. So we have doctors. Just because, we believe in God doesn't mean you don't go to the doctor when you have cancer. You still allow the doctors to do what they're supposed to do. So it should be the same thing with mental health and counseling as well for, whatever issues that you might be dealing with.
Yep, absolutely. So. Absolutely. Thank you for coming on and sharing.
Hopefully someone else will want to do it.
I don't know. Does anyone else want to join and just kind of share their experiences? I don't know if Cassie is still on here, but Cassie and I used to go to the same church, and she's actually happily married now. Newlywed, I think, last year. They got married last year, I believe. So if you want to come in and share anything, Cassie, let me know, or send a request or something. That would be great to talk to you, especially as a newlywed. Who else is here? I don't know who else is still on, because people aren't commenting.
So when you go, I guess it tells everybody on my page as well, because I see a ton of my family watching it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, once someone joins your live, it lets all their people know.
Oh, wow.
So whoever they're going to know that we're on live.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Did you have anything else you wanted to share, or you want me to let you go?
Well, I'll let you handle it from here, because we're not. This is turning into a therapy session.
Okay. Well, we'll talk later. We're going to have some coffee and some crumpets or something.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good night. All right. Bye. Wow, that was awesome. I'm glad EJ decided to share that. That's something that I actually didn't know about her. I mean, I know she's a lawyer, but she didn't tell me about, the passing of her child's father. So that's intense. Like, I could definitely understand why someone would, need counseling to deal with that. Like, and it's unfortunate that in the Black community, y'all know us, we don't want to go to counseling. Just you just pray about it and it'll be all right. Well, pray is awesome. Praying is good. Talking to God is great. But sometimes you need more, and you need to allow God to send that person to you. Send that counselor, send that therapist, send whoever it is, so that you can deal with whatever issues you're dealing with, whether it's from your childhood, whether it's from teenager, whether it's from adult, whether it was from last year, whether it was war, whether it was a relationship, whether it was abuse, whatever. We definitely need to do better as far as just seeking help for, issues and stuff like that. I wonder, does anyone else I would definitely like to hear from a guy. I don't know if any of my guys are still on here. I know Colin Kearse was on. I don't know if Leo is still there. Let me see if he's still there. I'll try and add him. Oh, can't bring Leo on, so he must be gone. What about James Smith? Let me see if he's still on. Can't bring James on. Franklin, you want to come on? Can't bring. So apparently all these people have left. They came in, peeked their little head in, and bounced. Let's see if Colin can join. Can't bring Colin on. So I wonder who's still here. But that's really all I wanted to talk about. Just seeking help Because what we can't do is continue to bring our broken selves into these relationships and wonder why they're not working. Because we're broken and we need to get fixed. Does that mean we're going to be 100% perfect? No, no one's ever going to be perfect. That's not going to happen. But what you can do is you can unload as much of that baggage you have from, be it childhood or past relationship. Unload as much of that baggage as you can so that you can bring your best self to to your new relationship. Instead to EJ, and I agree, counseling is needed in our community. I'm still grieving the loss of my grandmother. Bless you for the child. Oh, God bless you too. Ooh, yeah. Hugs and prayers out to you, Joy, for the loss of your grandmother. I pray that both of my grandmothers, they're actually still alive at the moment, and I pray they still continue to hang in there. But yeah, we need counseling, whether it's grief counseling or just our own personal counseling. A friend to EJ. Oh, okay, that's cool. Cool, Joy. Joy, do you want to come on and chat about anything? If so, I would gladly invite you. What else I want to talk about? Oh, okay, so I have a friend on my friends list. And he seems to not necessarily pick the right women. And I always tease him. I say, you need to fix your picker. And, that whatever the reason is why he's always picking these women, like, I really want him to get to the bottom of that so that he can pick the right woman. He seems like a pretty good guy, but he's picking the wrong women. So maybe he needs counseling. I don't know. Maybe I could help him, chat with him and get through those things. But yeah, we have to do our inner work. If you're always attracting cheaters, like every dude you talk to is a cheater, and you're tolerating that, like, it's time to look inside yourself. Like, why am I always getting with guys that cheat on me? Or why am I always getting with liars? I'm in another group. It's a Black women sisterhood type of group. And I'm trying to hang in there in this particular group, but it's very disheartening. A lot of the women in there are accepting what April calls the crumbs. They're accepting these guys that aren't good guys. Like, if you tell me that you're going to be somewhere at 2, then you need to be there at 2, not 6. Like, that's one of the situations that happened. One of the girls, she was like, yeah, me and this guy were supposed to hook up at a certain time. And then he asked if he could change it to 6 or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you just taught him that your time isn't important. I mean, unless you all mutually decided, okay, let's reschedule because of whatever. But you just taught this guy that your time isn't that important, and he doesn't have to respect it. So we'll see what happens next time they go out. Hopefully she updates us, and maybe she'll make a better choice on the guy that she goes out with next time. I don't know how long I've been on here. What time is it? Does this thing tell me what time it is? Oh, I've been on 22 minutes already. Dang. I guess I've been rambling because I didn't realize it had been that long. Does anybody else want to come on and share any experiences that they've had? Or let's see, who's still on here? John Moran, would you like to come on? Oh, John dipped as soon as I said his name. Does anyone else want to come on and just kind of share any experience they've had as far as like maybe going to counseling? Okay, John is watching again. Welcome back, John Moran. John, have you ever done any type of counseling, or do you feel like it's helpful? Do you have any comments or anything that you'd like to add today? I would love to get a male viewer to speak up if you are open to coming on. Oh, John can't join, but he can watch. Okay. Anyone else? If not, I'll go ahead and just wrap it up. I can't wait to talk about the Black Panther. I'm not going to talk about it right now because I know you all haven't seen it. My friends have seen it, but I know all of you haven't, so I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I am so excited. Like, I really need to see it again. I might go see it again tomorrow because I'm off. Thank you, EJ. I'm glad it was, and I hope it was helpful. So, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap it up, I guess, until next week. I hope everyone enjoys the All-Star Weekend game, All-Star game. Yeah, that thing. See, I'm not a sports person. Hope y'all enjoy the All-Star game tonight. I probably won't be watching. I'd rather watch Naked and Afraid. I've got like 13 episodes recorded now. So y'all have a good night, and I guess I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.